All right.
So where you at now?
I am live.
All right, let me go ahead and refresh this.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not sure if you're with the right account again. Okay, you are. Debbie says you're with the right account. Now she's found you. So you should be good to go. People are going to be joining you here shortly.
Okay. Folks,
Okay, see
you
ya.
would have thought I figured this out from last week. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. That was Bob on the phone right there. Thanks. And William, I know you rang several times. William, I'm sorry. We were on the phone with Bob at that particular time, but I appreciate your assistance and everybody that wow, goodness gracious. And it's almost like I suspected last Saturday night. We had a what appears to be a clandestine RV Underway account that I did not know I created, and it got me again tonight. I thought this was all set up. We ran a couple of tests today, and folks, you can't be too prepared. But we got folks in the room now. I want to thank Cummings Camping, Suzanne Nelson Klein, James Catanese. Thank you so much, James. Appreciate that video, man. Number 2, so you're on your way to content creation. Our Vagabond Travels, Downsizing Makes Sense. Captain Jack Scrapper, ahoy. And before we go any farther, my lovely bride, Miss Barbara.
I'm here.
She is here. She was trying to find it just like y'all were. She's got the iPad over here, and she was doing her best to find it and simply could not find it. Blue Wave Bob, thank you so much. Lesson learned. I thought I learned my lesson last weekend, but apparently not. The sad thing is now, Bob, is that the account that is no good was the account that I purchased StreamYards under. So as you can see, I have none of my fancy graphics that I spent half the week working on. They're not available to me now. So
You got a week to fix it.
I'll have to work. Well, I don't have a week to fix it. We got a trip to make. Yeah, we're going to Tampa.
You got lots to do this week.
I got a lot to do this week. RV Kids TV, you guys make it look so easy. RV, the Art of RVing, Mark, I'm going to send you a link here in just a couple of minutes to the right channel. New Horizons, Susan, thank you so much. And folks, if you're praying, folks, pray for Susan because she's been having some health issues that the doctors just haven't been able to put their finger on and get her on the right medications to ease her discomfort. So please, if you would, be praying for her. I did want to show y'all what we have been dealing with here in South Alabama tonight. A lot of folks throughout the region have had this issue. But there's that line of storms right over here. This is the Circle City, as we call it. It's Dothan, Alabama. This is I-65 over here, the I-65 corridor. I-10 to the south in the Florida Panhandle. To give you some reference, the Chattahoochee River that flows from Columbus all the way down to Apalachicola, Florida. And there's Lake Eufaula. And here we are actually right here in this area. So about an hour ago, we came through all of this mess right here. So be praying for those folks over there in Georgia because they have now got to deal with that storm as it continues. 3 people lost their lives up in near Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and some casualties, fatalities over in Monroe, Louisiana, due to this storm right here. So our prayers go out to all those folks. But that's what we were dealing with earlier today. I see that Elizabeth is here. Thin Blue Lane, congratulations on reaching 100. I don't know if you wear a kilt, my friend, but it's time for a kilt lift video.
Oh, no.
Come on, isn't that what you do when you reach 100?
Yeah, sure. That's what you do.
That's what we did. That's what I did. Field Guy 316, thank you for being here. And Envy RVing, Envy RVing. That's pretty cool. I like that name, Envy RVing. And Envy, I'm not sure. I'm probably a subscriber, but I'm not actually sure of that. So, what does it say here? Field Guy 316 says, was Nick Saban one of the three?
No.
That was bad. That was that was not good. Larry Grimm, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm glad to see it working now. I know exactly what the issue is, and but just like last Saturday night, though, we got on here, and buddy, we were just gangbusters. We were just flying, weren't we?
We were.
We were just cooking with Crisco, and then all of a sudden, lo and behold, ain't nobody there.
Happy Place Camping, you have not lost us forever.
Happy Place Camping. No, thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna put a link in the comments over here for Mark at RV, the Art of RVing. That's that link right there is for Mark at the Art of RVing. So please, don't don't click on that link. That's for Mark at the Art of RVing. Mark, do you see that right there? Anyway, if you would act upon that, Mark's going to come and tickle our funny bone tonight. I also want to talk to him about some of his recent videos. And Mark's got a great channel over there, Mark and Carrie. And he does something that I now want to do, but I don't want it to appear as though I'm copying Mark, you know. But he just sparks something in all of us to, when you drive by these abandoned RVs that are just sitting out behind the barn, you just, the way he goes about walking through those RVs is just so intriguing. I just want to try it. There's so many, you know, abandoned RVs that you could get snake bit in. So why not? Speaking of snakes, Miss Barbara found a snake today on the front porch.
That's another reason to go full-time RVing.
Well, there's a lot of snakes in the campgrounds too. Wheels Water Wonder. Straight Heart Izzy. Isalix. Straight Heart. You see that there?
This print's real small.
Yeah. Only Adventure. Not a fan of snakes. Well, I don't dislike snakes, but I dislike the trouble they can cause. So if I can remove a snake to a safer area, in other words, well away from my family and my dogs, I'll do it. If I have to kill one, I'll kill one. But I prefer to relocate the snake. Nick's Picks. Glad to have y'all in here. James Carter, it says Miss Barbara is hidden behind the comments. You're hidden behind the comments?
No, I see me. And
Actually, not on my screen, but, you know, I hate to think you're hidden behind the comments.
Well, there's a reason for that then.
We would have to come up with a different arrangement for this. Old abandoned RVs are awesome. I agree with you, Cummings Camping. And I see that Mark is here. Hey, Mark, how you doing this evening?
Hey, what's happening? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. You doing okay?
I'm doing well, man. What's happening?
Hey, well, apparently live streaming ain't happening. It didn't happen again. Last week it was, 15 minutes? This week it was a full half hour.
Dude,
so
live.
Next week it'll be 45 minutes.
That's live. Hey, I was going to tell you, I did write a song about a tortilla. You want to hear it?
You wrote a song about a tortilla?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, please. Let's hear it.
Well, it's actually a rap.
Oh.
Yeah, God. You and Papa Drew and your dad jokes. Yeah, Papa Drew was on a live stream earlier today with all the dad jokes.
Oh, I
I think
know.
I think this is a joke right here that doesn't work with the latency. It probably will not work, but I'm going to try it anyway
Okay,
because
lay it on me.
it's a timing joke. The timing has to be right. So, knock knock.
Who's there?
The interrupting cow.
The interrupting.
Moo.
I gotcha. Oh my gosh. I think you and I are built from the same cloth.
Yeah.
Hey, well, speaking of that, I do have a joke about a rope. You want to hear it?
A joke about a rope. Yes, sir,
Yeah.
I do.
Okay. Oh, well, never mind. Just skip it.
Hey, Papa Drew, I'll send you a link as well if you think we can battle out the dad jokes in here. I know that you got a bunch of them. Mine were always the elephant jokes. I wasn't as big, or I'm not as big on dad jokes as I was.
Me neither.
When I was younger, it was elephant jokes. I
Me
knew
too.
them all.
Me
Yeah,
too.
You've heard.
They're all dad jokes. He just didn't know what a dad joke was.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I love Miss Barbara back there.
Hey, I'm
Yeah,
still here.
we got to work on the seating arrangement, but that's a comfortable place for her back there, and I put her real
Yeah.
close. I
That's
put her
fine.
real close to the stuff we're going to be showing tonight. We got a couple of things there we need to unveil and show, but
I appreciate you having me on.
one of my favorite. You're welcome, man. One of my favorite elephant jokes is, what did Tarzan say when he seen the herd of elephants running down the road toward him?
What was I don't know.
He said, "Look, there come the elephants." And what did he say? What did he say when the very same elephants came running down the road toward him wearing Foster Grant sunglasses?
Don't know.
He didn't say anything. He didn't recognize them. So
Okay, I've got one from my youth. How do you put 5 elephants in a Volkswagen?
I don't know. How do you put 5 elephants in a Volkswagen?
2 in the front, 3 in the back.
How many elephants? How many elephants does it take to shingle a roof?
I don't know.
1 if you slice him real thin.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna get some
Yeah.
calls on that one, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
That one.
how
PETA.
do you-
PETA's going to call on that one, right?
Of course.
RV
how-
Kids TV. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No.
I'm just giving some
I was-
shout outs here.
I was watching some of that RV Kids TV. I love their intro. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like watching them because there's so much going on.
Yes.
I was watching them earlier, and is it Scott? What?
I don't know.
No, what's his name? No, Rocky. Rocky and his wife and the children.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know all their names yet, but they just kind of blended into the background because I was focused on one of their daughters standing in the middle with a bowl of ice cream. And she's just munching away on the ice cream and staring at the camera. And
Right.
I was typing little comments back to her. It's Rocky and Aaron. And I was typing comments back to her like, one of these days you'll get old and you'll understand the phrase lactose intolerance, and you won't kid folks with a bowl of ice cream like you're doing right now. She is eating at every live. She does. She eats every time they go live. She eats. But if you haven't checked out RV Kids TV, please do. They're another channel that they've just recently started doing live streams.
Yeah.
And I think you guys are fairly close to 1,000, aren't you? Let me know there, Rocky, if you would.
They're fun.
Yeah, they are. A lot
They're
of fun.
super fun.
We got 41 in here. My goodness gracious. That
because of me.
and again, the fact that I don't know where y'all went, but you eventually came back after we worked all the differences out. But
Yeah.
I went ahead just before we went live after we figured out the issue. I went ahead and killed that account. like I was saying, this software, I had purchased this software under that account, so I'll have to work that out with those guys next week. But Mark, I know I've asked you this question before, and I want to ask you now on the live stream.
Oh no! Don't hurt me.
Yeah. Boxers or briefs? No, actually, the question is, how do you approach a person to say, hey, can I rummage through your old RV? Can I take my camera and my wife down there and get tetanus? How do you actually approach them, or are some of them just abandoned to the point where there's no ownership anymore?
Well, that's a good question. So the short answer is I just go up and knock on the door. The funny answer is I always want to go up, and the true answer is, hey, knock, knock, knock. You don't know me. You're probably wanted. And hey, could I search through all your stolen crap in your RV?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, have you ever been turned away?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I have actually. So you go.
Well, I imagine there's some liability issues there too. I don't know if I want a stranger rummaging around in the rotted floor of my RV. So
well. And the people that I go to there that own the RVs, they're a story in themselves. I could write a book on the people who own those. They're very interesting people. Everyone is a unique situation.
Yep.
Yeah. So I just walk up and say, hey, I'm Art Bailey. You don't know me. Here's my card. Step back away from them and say, what's my chance of going through your place, And some people, don't want you to, but the major thing that I always try to do my best on it is to say they don't know where your RV is. There'll be no license plates recorded. And so then they're like, oh, okay, well, maybe this is cool. So
I know I've seen you find a couple of, I don't know, I think maybe you found a snake skin once, but you found a couple of bird nest and stuff. Have you ever walked in on a critter or opened a drawer and found a critter?
Yes. So during the spring, it's tough because they're all alive. During the winter, like now, like my last video, it's not so bad. But but you got to go in there and know in the spring that, you're going to look for snakes. You're going to look for scorpions. You're going to look for spiders. And those are like the big three. And so you got to know it. And I think I'm going to have to start wearing gloves. I'm sorry. I may have to start wearing gloves, guys, because it can be rough in there.
I got you.
Yeah, man.
You definitely, can get bit by something or or possibly, scrape yourself on a rusty nail, as they said when I was a kid. You get lockjaw. I never met any. You ever meet anybody with lockjaw?
You told me about it.
They always warned us about it, but I never saw anybody with lockjaw.
What is lockjaw, Ricky?
I have no idea. I
don't
just know
either.
they said that's what you got if you stepped on a rusty nail and you got tetanus. Then it would result in lockjaw. I assume it meant your jaw bones lock up, your jaw muscles.
Could I be as bold to ask some of your viewers maybe to look it up and type it in? Who knows?
Oh, I'm sure they're out there looking at it now. Toonstead is here. Isn't that a great channel?
I mean, he lives 2 hours from me. Yeah.
Awesome channel. He's only 2 hours from you?
He's so giving too in his drawings, isn't he?
Well, he gets on there and he tells such great little stories, as he's it's incredible how he can chat and carry on a conversation, and he really is kind of watching the remarks too in the comment section as he's drawing, and whoever happens to be in there, somehow I've visualized it. I'm trying to figure out how is he doing it, because he'll see somebody in his in his chat, and the next thing you know, he's drawing them. So is he going to their website and figuring out what they look like so he can? The guy's talented.
That's
he's incredibly talented.
It's just
Are you laughing?
talent, yeah. Toonstead, you're talented, man.
Wanderlost said it lockjaws when your jaw gets locked.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. Wonder,
need my phone.
wonder lost.
That's awesome.
Wonder,
Yeah, I'm with you, Ricky. Hey, thanks for clearing that up. We appreciate that.
I guess a hangnail is when your nail gets hung, right? Hangnail, yeah. Lockjaw.
Hangnail. Yeah.
Lockjaw is Lockjaw Adventures in Xanadu. Lockjaw is what I get when it jumped. When Dawn says shut up. Yeah. when your wife says shut up, you get lockjaw. That is very true. Miss Barbara,
Yeah.
can you reach back there and grab that first thing on that pile? There's a pile of stuff back there.
Hey,
I wanna
RV
show
Underway,
you.
how long have you been married?
Too long. Too long.
There's your answer. There's your answer. Too long. So my son and daughter-in-law come home from the Navy for Christmas, and we're giving out our recent videos. Showed us all here in the RV having a good time and giving some gifts and stuff. And he gets me this thing here because he didn't know how we go to the bathroom in an RV, so he got me a bucket toilet seat. So me and Miss Barbara, we gonna get us a 5-gallon Home Depot bucket, and we gonna get this thing on there, and we just gonna sit out at the campsite out there and read our paper and take care of our morning constitution right there.
Wow.
That
Make sure you take a picture of that.
that will be a video unto itself.
Wow. Make
Most
sure you put a trash
definitely.
bag in there.
What?
Make sure you put a trash bag in there first.
Figured I'd just use those little doggy gloves that you turn inside out. You know.
Oh,
No.
oh. Miss Barbara, how do you put up with him?
I just ignore it most of the time.
Downsizing makes sense. Let's see here. I'm trying to keep up with these comments. RV Kids TV at Blue Wave Odyssey. I still giggle at the brick joke. That is a classic Blue Wave Bob joke. If you've not heard it, he'll tell it again in Tampa. I'm pretty sure. We will. In fact, we'll have just a session for Bob to tell us. It's a great joke. But again, it's a timing joke.
It
Some
sucks you
jokes
in,
just
yeah.
require timing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here's Happy Place Camping. Apparently, they've been Googling and cutting and pasting. Lockjaw spasm of the jaw muscles causing the mouth to remain tightly closed, typically as a symptom of tetanus.
Dude.
Well, then those folks of old, when I was a little kid, telling me not to step on that rusty nail or I'd get lockjaw, they knew exactly what they were talking about.
Me too.
That's right. Happy Place Camping, informal accent associated with upper class of northeastern U.S., characterized by supposed lack of movement of the mouth and jaw. I think they're talking about the upper crust. You know, the upper crust that talk like
I do know those.
Yes, they're lockjaw as well. Yeah. So tell us. I'm looking at some of your videos here. 87 Prowler RV Tour. We saw that one.
Right.
Folks, if you haven't checked that one out, it's got The Exorcist, the piggy bank. It's got Band-Aids. Lots of Band-Aids in that RV.
A lot of Band-Aids. Yeah. And you know, Ricky,
When you have The Exorcist and Band-Aids.
So Ricky, you're one of the few people who caught the Exorcist scenes that you've never seen. I was wondering because I always put in little innuendos into my videos to see who will catch it. James Cantonese, he's one who catches them for me.
Yeah.
And also the head spinner. Because we're telling our age.
Yeah, it was a VHS tape.
Yep.
Played, and you'd play it in a VCR.
Yes.
And it was The Exorcist, the version you've never seen before.
Never
It's actually
seen.
written. It was actually written on there. The version you've never seen before.
Yes. The vision. Yeah, exactly.
I also
Yeah.
see your last impersonations was Jerry over at I Love RV Life. You did a great job on that, and of course you did William at Camper Life. Yeah, yeah. And folks, if you haven't checked that out, jokes, a bird snoring.
Dude.
Um,
Oh my
but
gosh.
that Camper Life, when you were doing William looking at the two screens back and forth during his live chats, me and Miss Barbara just
Oh,
lost it. We
William,
lost it.
don't hate me, man.
No, you do it all in jest and in love, and
Yeah.
you always end it with "Well, bless his heart."
Yes.
As long as you say "Well, bless his heart," then everything's okay. So
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
outdoor staycations. I've always wanted to tell you folks how great that name is, Outdoor
I
Staycations.
love it.
Yep. Extraordinary Journey. It was at Bud's birthday. I think it's Bud's birthday. So happy birthday, Bud. I think is their son. It says James Cantonese is the best friend S word with one you can have on YouTube. Oh, that's right. I got you. Okay. All right. Stopping in to say hello is Gene Bainey. Am I saying that right, Gene? Gene Bainey, Baney, Bainey, Whiskey G's RV, another great channel there. Hope everyone is having a wonderful night. Raul Garcia Fishing and Outdoors. I love watching those fishing channels. I don't get to go fishing quite as often as I'd like, and I'd like to go more. So I just I kind of live precariously through their videos when those folks can go. Papa Drew, are you still in the room, Papa Drew?
Ooh.
Let's see if Papa Drew is still in the room. If Papa Drew is still in the room, Papa, I'm going to send you. I'm sorry, Papa. Drew, I'm going to send you. Papa, I'm going to send you. I'm going to send you a link, Papa, and invite you in, and we're going to have a dad joke showdown.
Wow.
Extraordinary Journey. Happy 8th birthday to Bud. That's right. I was just over at back ordered really soon. Okay. How to garden. They just showed up in here again. 42 in the stream. Thank you so much. How about your next video, Mark? What you got coming up?
Okay.
And don't start talking about that Miss Ruby stuff, because I have known a lot of Miss Rubies, but I don't know that I've ever worked with a Miss Ruby, and now you've got me so intrigued as to Miss. Have I ever worked with a Miss Ruby that you know of? Worked with one?
Nothing I know of.
No. See.
Okay. So thank you for asking.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Sure.
On January the 17th, this Friday at 7:30 Central Time.
Okay.
I will unleash another video.
Okay.
And it will, let's just say I have pushed the boundaries a little further, you might say.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Okay.
to the point of scarring my children and my wife.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
No, I say oh my gosh only because I'm surprised you haven't already done that.
I have, but this is another
You're
level.
going to take it to a whole nother level.
It's already been taken there. It's already been done. It's ready. And so January 17th, 7:30 Central. Be there.
There you go, folks. There you go.
Thanks for the shout out, brother.
Same bat time, same bat channel. It'll be Friday night. And as far as RV museums or abandoned RVs, do you have anything in the can?
You know, I do. I just scoped one out, and it's probably the biggest treasure I've found. I'm negotiating right now with the people. They were a little leery of me last time when I showed up. They were skinning a deer in front of it, as a matter of fact, and they didn't take to strangers. And so, anywho, yeah.
It sounds like the folks. Sounds like the folks in Holmes County, Georgia. That's what it sounds like. Whew.
Yeah, it was interesting. I went to handed them an Art of RVing card, and their hands were so bloody they couldn't take it. I had to set it down
Oh,
on the
my.
counter. So anyway, it's like oh man, I think it's a 34 abandoned Shasta, I believe. And I'm working my way into that one. I'm hoping to get that this week. I hope. So
Wow.
yeah.
Adventures
for
in
asking.
Xanadu says we mooned everybody in our last video.
Oh, I missed that.
At least it only lasted 35 seconds. I don't know. When you moon somebody for 35 seconds, that's an eternity.
Woo. 35
You
seconds.
got your cheeks up against the window for 35 seconds. That's only they say it
Wow.
only lasted 35 seconds.
What's up with that?
Now there's a video we got to watch. So
Yeah.
Adventures in Xanadu, that was the greatest billboard for your video right there. We mooned everybody in our last video, at least only for 35 seconds. So
Well,
there you go.
RV
You
underway. I love your terms. Billboard. Wow.
Wow.
What
He's a
is that?
radio
A
guy.
billboard. What is a billboard?
In radio, a billboard is when you announce what's coming.
Oh.
In other words, you've heard disc jockeys say, all right, right after this break, you got a line up from Dirks Bentley and some Charlie Daniels, and, you tell it's a
Right.
billboard. You're billboarding what's coming up. So
Thank
when
you.
they billboarded their
Happy Place Camping saw the moon.
Happy Place Camping
Yep.
saw
They said
Adventures
they're
in
tell-
Xanadu's
they're-
moon.
he said that they're telling the truth. I saw it.
35 seconds?
Well, Toonstead, there's your next cartoon.
Wow.
Shoot the moon, Jim.
Oh, my.
Adventures in Xanadu. I'll have to watch it tonight. There you go. See, Susan at New Horizons is already lined up. Your count on that, your watch and likes on that one's going up. I guess we got to moon somebody in a video now.
Not me.
I'm always by myself on
not me.
things like this. Do you feel that way with Carrie? Do you feel that way? You're always by yourself when.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. She won't make an appearance, but she will if you ask her to. She's ready for bed, but yeah.
Well, look, I want to
She's-
ask. Go ahead, Mark.
No, go ahead. You're fine.
No, I was going to say I want to ask everybody in the room here that we had technical difficulties and didn't get started on time, and that's on me. And I just want to make absolutely certain I'm not stepping on anybody else that we know of in the RV community that is going live at this time. It's slightly after 9 o'clock. So if you know of anyone that already had something scheduled at 9 o'clock tonight, that, of course, is Central Time for me, so 10 o'clock Eastern. Please let me know in the comments, and we'll go ahead and wrap this thing up. If not, we're just going to keep on having a good time and have some fun. But
You're so nice.
please let me know in the comments there, because I want to be respectful of anybody that's had something scheduled, and we all look out for one another, and that's great.
You're so nice, man, to do that.
What?
To do that, I mean, that's important.
Well, no, it is important, and you know that
It
too,
is.
Mark. I know.
It is.
What my brother, not my brother, my son, James Carter said, "I'll moon."
He's your son.
That's an eclipse. That ain't a moon.
Wait, what?
Yeah. No, I
Wait,
gotta.
eclipse.
Yeah.
What's happening?
It's got a big. He got a big shiny rear, a big white shiny rear.
That's a full moon.
It's a full moon.
Ooh.
Yeah. So if he were to moon, it'd be an eclipse. So
I'll take your word for it.
I didn't see Papa Drew pop back in here to say whether or not he was still hanging around. But if there's anybody here, Camper Life, if you'd like to come into the chat, Rocky at RV Kids TV, if you'd like to come into the chat, just go ahead and tell me so in the comments there, and I'll shoot you a link. Blue Wave Bob, if you want to stress that internet to the limit, buddy, test that bandwidth again tonight, we'll throw you a link and have you come in. We're going to be watching that. Let's see. Buffering, dang it. Buffering, dang it. That's Captain Jack Scrapper. Is that me that's buffering, dang it? Is that me?
Not here.
Oh, I'm sorry. RV Kids TV apparently is not Rocky. It's Aaron tonight. Hello, Aaron. Well, you're welcome to come in, too, if you want to. Go ahead and grab the next thing off top of the stack back there.
Well, I took a bunch of things out of an envelope.
Did you? All right, Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara's got something to show us here. Let's see. Rocky is out tonight. No buffering here. New Horizon Susan. Still here, everyone. Barefoot Adventures. Good to see y'all, Barefoot Adventures. James Cantonese, no. Blue Wave Odyssey, LOL. Blue Wave, if you want to come in. Camper Life, you want to come in? Hey, all on my phone now. Hard to type. I don't know what that means, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to put the link up there. So here we go.
An RV underway. When you're ready, bro, I can roll off anytime.
Well, that's totally up to you, man. I'm having a
No,
blast.
man, it's up to you, bro. I
As
appreciate you having me on.
yeah, long as you want to hang around. I just and I know we're peas in a pod, and I like picking your brain, and
Man, I can't wait to meet you, man.
I just really well, we're meeting each other. Here we are.
I know.
The only thing left to do is to hug one another or give a handshake. So
I'm
anyway,
a hugger.
That's
Are
right.
you a
I do
hugger?
too, man. Oh yeah, man hugs.
I'm a
You're
hugger,
right.
man.
That's right. Miss Barbara's got her swag here for the Tampa RV show.
Is this swag? I thought this was for me.
Oh well, I'm sorry. It's not swag. It's your what you wear around down there. Got us an RV underway
T-shirt.
T-shirt.
Bring it up close, Ricky.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, I'm in the back, you know.
Closer.
Closer.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh, that's
there
cool.
It is. Yeah, that's Miss Barbara's, and then I got me one, and yes, I'm perpetuating that stereotypical male blue and female pink. Yes, I am. I'm sorry about that. I still
Thank
use
you.
the men's bathroom.
Thank you.
So, I have never in my life actually walked up to the door and questioned which one I was going to walk into.
I
Now,
don't have a problem.
I
if
will-
the line is long for the women's, I will use the men's bathroom. I have
my
no
gosh.
problem.
The women can do that. I
Yeah.
can't do that. I'll go out behind the building before I'll go in the women's bathroom.
When we went and saw Kenny Chesney, the line for the women's
Yep.
went around the building, so I
Yep.
went to the men's. I'm sorry.
It always happened in the concerts when we went to with kids. We'd sneak the girl in the bathroom, man.
All right, let's see. Did I post that link? I posted that link. There it is right there. Anybody out there that wants to grab it, feel free. If you pop up here in the window, then we'll bring you into the chat, into the panel, as they call it. What else you got over there?
This?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about this a minute. I'm going to actually do a video on this, but this is something that I've been meaning to do, and this isn't a complete work in any respect, but we call our RV Matilda, and there's a story behind it. We've told it before, but she's a 99 Fleetwood Bounder, 34 feet long, and this is the Bounder binder. This is something I've been meaning to do. It's got all my information about the tire pressure and the oil type and the oil filter and just everything about the RV. I have finally gotten organized and started putting it in the Bounder binder. And
You need a page to say how to start a live feed.
Oh, burn. You got burned. You got burned. Oh, you left skid marks.
she went there.
Ooh.
She did. She went
Ooh.
there. Hello, Bob. How you doing?
Bada bang.
My wife just lit me.
Ooh.
Touche.
Touche.
Well, there is a page right here. Had I read it, it says go to this RV Underway account, not this RV Underway account.
If I start lagging, let me know and I'll get off. I don't want to wreck a stream with my lagging.
We didn't want to say anything.
Oh my goodness gracious! All right, I just want to take a minute here to talk about the potluck, the live potluck that's coming up. It's going to be the 17th. That is the night that your video is premiering.
Yeah.
And this live stream is kicking off 6 to 8 p.m. And it's down in Tampa. And they'll be live streaming from 8 to 9. The potluck is from 6 to 8 o'clock. That's Central Time, Tampa time. And it'll be Russ and Carrie from The Roads We Roam, Blue Wave Odyssey, Bob and Debbie, Camper Life, William and Jessica, and This Nomadic Idea, Scott and Ariana. Is it Ariana or Arian? Arian, I think.
It's Ariana. I think you got it right the first time.
Ariana. Yeah, I get a kick out of them. Mark, are you familiar with This Nomadic Idea?
I watch them all the time.
I think it's Thursday Night Brew or whatever they call it. They get them a couple of IPAs or some
Thirsty
local
Thursday.
brew. And Thirsty Thursday, exactly.
Yeah.
And they just have a blast. They have
do.
a blast. I think I'm just going to start doing my live streams drunk because I can actually get on a live stream quicker drunk than I can not. So, what happened to Bob?
I'm not sure.
He just disappeared. He may have taken himself out of the stream there, but
Wow.
but anyway, once again, it's a special live stream and meetup, and it's sponsored by Phoenix USA RV, and they have lined up a lot of prizes, and Blue Wave Bob and Camper Life William have also donated because a lot of these prizes, you have to be present at the meetup down there to win them. That is a stipulation of the sponsor. So they wanted it to be something Camper Life and Blue Wave Bob were generous enough to come up with some gift card, some very nice gift cards to give away to folks who are in on the chat, in on the live stream.
So nice of them, isn't it?
It is.
It's super nice.
It's nice of everybody involved in that thing down there, and I hear RV Underwear is going to show up down there as well. So
with his kilt.
I don't know if he'll have his kilt. If he wears
Guitar?
his kilt, he'll have his thong and his guitar. His thong and his guitar. Boy, there's a Kenny Chesney song in there somewhere. Thong
I'm getting
and
a picture.
No, don't.
Wait. Oh, whoa. Hey.
Wowzers.
Wow. I'm getting a picture there. So the thong, let's talk about that.
Okay, sure.
So is that like...
Hang on just a second. Okay. All right, go ahead.
I don't want to get too specific. Is that like a T-back or is that one of the up the crack or what? I'm trying to understand it.
It's a Roman sling.
Wait.
Okay.
A Roman sling. Let me look that up real quick.
You may have to just look that up.
I need to Google. So is that solid color?
Captain Jack Scrapper says, I can sing a thong. I can sing a thong.
Captain Jack. So is it solid color or leopard?
Downsizing makes sense says banana hammock. This is going off the rail.
Oh, I like it.
Off the rail quick.
Oh, man, I like it.
What else you got over there, hon?
Banana
That's all
hammock.
I found.
We had the little box.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here.
Banana
There you go.
hammock. Dude.
All right. And those that watched my last video actually saw this. I'm going to show you all this again. I just we got our stickers from Sticker Mule.
That's cool.
These are what they call Kiss Cut. It's actually like a die cut, but it's a full panel there that separates. Anyway, we got our stickers, and we got our buttons that were made specifically for a select few people because these are you can't see it.
Focus.
You can't see it. This is
there.
The RV underwear buttons. Yes, sir.
Sure does.
There you go. And that's for a handful of folks down there who know who they are. Okay.
Toga party. What is that?
All right, look at here. We got Extraordinary Kelly from Extraordinary Journey. Kelly, how you doing, man?
Doing good. How you guys doing?
Hey, man.
Great.
This has
I'm
been
great.
a blast.
Are
What's
you in the
happening?
RV right now?
Doing good. How are you guys doing? This has been a blast. This is the first
Yeah.
time like actually been on here. So
Hey, well, that's great. Welcome. And now that you've done your first panel, now you can do your first live stream. And believe me, you'll do it a whole heck of a lot better than RV Underway does. So,
I don't know. Experience,
I think
man.
you do pretty good.
Yeah.
oh, well, hey, once you get started, see, I'm a long distance runner. It takes me a half hour to get the live stream going.
That's what he said.
Yeah. We didn't want to say anything.
Oh, you did
Bird.
that. That's
He
what
got
he
burned
said.
again.
You know, I've
Ooh.
never actually heard that from a woman. That's what he said. I've never actually heard that.
Obviously, you haven't cleaned out your ears, baby.
She is setting me ablaze tonight. Kelly,
That's how we've been married for so long.
Oh,
we've
she's
been
on
married.
fire,
I think
dude.
you asked the question earlier. We've been married close to 40 years. It'll be 40 years this coming.
Sure. Whatever you say.
Okay, there you go. Kelly, look here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about you and your family?
Well, we live in our 22-foot travel trailer, and we're just getting underway now. Regina has just gotten done with, well, she's still going through cancer treatments, but she is done with the radiation and everything. So that was why we were kind of stalled in Springfield for a while. But now we're getting underway, and we're getting to get out and see some things. And we just travel around with our friends or with our kids and we're wanting to make new friends and have new community around. So,
Well, you're making new friends, buddy. You sure
You
are.
guys
Regina,
have. You guys
And
have.
Regina is your
such an
wife,
awesome
right?
channel. Yeah.
yes, Regina's my
yeah,
wife.
yeah. Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, I just want to say you guys have such an awesome channel there, Kelly and Regina. And I'm so sorry to hear about it. I hate cancer. I mean, it just, we're all hoping the best for her, no doubt. A lot of prayers and wishes going out to your family, no doubt.
Oh, well, thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
And Bud
where
and
y'all-
Abby are the best.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Where do you say you're sitting with the RV right now?
We are in Fredericksburg, Texas.
Fredericksburg, Texas.
But where is that?
We love that place, Kelly.
No, yeah, we were actually just passing through and decided to stop for a while.
Where's
we
that
went
at?
there.
It's a little west of Austin.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
We went
And
there
for
like
those-
10 times in a row, man.
For those that don't know your family, Kelly, Extraordinary Journey, explain the meaning behind the name.
Well, our two youngest kids that are still in the house, we have two older ones that are out of the house, but we adopted both of them, and they both have Down syndrome. So that's where the extra comes from.
That's right.
And just we've come across this before, so I'm just gonna let y'all know that Down syndrome is caused by a third chromosome, third copy of the 21st chromosome. So that's where the extra comes from in the Extraordinary Journey, and then it's just our journey through life.
Wonderful people. I didn't know they were adopted, man. Wow, hats off to you, man. That is
Thank
really,
you.
really cool. Wow. Very nice of you guys. What a loving family.
Thank Kelly.
Thank you.
Dude, yeah. My gosh.
Look, Kelly,
Man.
tell us where you are in your YouTube journey.
Most people think
How many
we're crazy.
subscribers?
We're at, was it 220? 221, actually, 221. So,
There you go.
that's been like, I think it was the week before Christmas was when Bob found us, and we saw all these people saying, "Oh, we found you from Blue Wave Odyssey and Camper Life," and we're like, who are they? So, and we were at like 53 subscribers, and then just the whole community just let us in, and we've been glad to be a part of it.
Well,
loving everyone's videos and everything.
Yeah. Do you have any plans to do your own live stream?
Not right now.
Yeah.
just that it gets so busy with the kids and having them run around, and then like right now it's kind of quiet, and that's because kids are sleeping.
Well, look, did y'all get any of that bad weather? I'm not sure where that area is in Texas, but or was it already across into Arkansas before it formed and got bad?
We got
today?
some hail and thunderstorms.
Yeah, I thought
like
you
last
did.
night and yesterday. But then it's a little colder today, but I mean it's pretty good weather.
Yeah,
Decent
they said
weather,
y'all had
actually.
hail 1.5 inches in some areas in Texas. So wow.
Click on Captain
wow.
Jack Scrapper's comment if you would.
Okay.
I tell you which one teared me up was when I heard that Regina had cancer. I just thought, how unfair. It's just, you have people like, the bad people of the world that just live forever, and it's just so it's not fair. It's unfortunate. That teared me up when I heard she had cancer. And that
Is
really
that the
bothered
comment?
me.
Is that the comment right there, Bob?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Captain Jack.
It's very
Thank
touching.
you. Pretty special too.
Yeah, he's got a great channel too.
Yeah, Captain Jack is a schoolie.
Mm-hmm.
He's got
Yep.
he's got something I need. He's got his schoolie has a ship's wheel in it.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's on the passenger side, but it's a ship's wheel in his schoolie. It's so cool. Yeah.
Most boats
awesome.
bow riders do have a steering wheel on the right side, so actually it's very fitting.
There you
On
go.
the port
There
side,
you
on
go.
the starboard side.
Fitting.
That's right. It is. Let's see here. Let's make sure we recognize everybody here. Larry Grimm, and this is tough to say.
Izzy.
Yeah, let's go with Izzy. Let's just go with Izzy Straightheart. There you go.
Yeah, I'm lagging again. I'm gonna go ahead and leave, guys. Thanks for having me up here. I'm gonna go ahead and
Don't
leave.
go.
Thanks for a
Bob,
great
you're,
night,
you're
Bob.
awesome, man.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
I'm gonna be in the chat. I'm just leaving the stream. Let you guys have it back. I'm gonna go down. Someone else wants
Sorry,
to take my
man.
spot. Click on the link. Well, I'm gonna get a Togo. I got it right that time. And we're gonna fix this.
Togo.
Yeah, we're gonna take care of it. I'll be streaming from the trailer then. See you guys. Hey, Kelly, Regina, awesome people. See you guys, Mark, and I'll be in the chat. So see
All
ya.
right. Thanks, Bob. Thank you so
Later,
much.
bro.
Miss Barbara,
Yo,
what's going on?
I'm just sitting here listening to y'all.
I know I haven't included her, but when I do include her, she jackknifes me. So I just maybe I should turn her mic off.
You need to give me a written script so I don't go off script.
Well, I love seeing her back there. It's awesome.
Well, we were sitting here last week. I tried to get a chair in here. It's just my little work area here where I do my editing. It's where the dinette used to be. Everybody takes the dinette. It's the first thing they get rid of when they get an older RV. They chunk the dinette and they reclaim that space either for a couple of recliners or maybe, a table like we have, a desk, which is just turned into the computer editing station, and now a RVUTUBE live stream studio.
Wow. That's
Tell us.
so much information.
Yeah, too much information. Kelly,
Wow.
What kind of equipment are you using? Are you streaming on a phone or you got a camera?
I got a iMac.
Oh, you one of them Apple guys. Woo.
Of course.
Well, Regina's also does photography, so we went to go get a computer, and that's what we got. I was like, no, this is all different.
Yeah.
Now I'm so used to it. You know, it's like iPhone and Android. You know, it's the same thing. Once you get used to it, it's all right. But when you're switching,
every time I sit down at a Mac and I reach up and it's only got one mouse button, I go, "What is going on here? I can't get anything done." That's half my workload in one mouse button. Good grief. Nomadic Hippie, it's good to see you back in the room. I'm not sure if you were here the whole time, but you had a great live stream tonight at 7 o'clock and with Jen, and we all enjoyed it. Did y'all get a chance to see that, Kelly, Mark?
I did actually. Did you see? I'm sorry to change. Did you see New Horizons comment? Bernie, Miss Barbara. It's great.
I see that now. Yeah. And I thought, Susan, me and you had that thing. I thought we had that thing, and now you're siding with her.
Of course. What would you expect, right?
Yeah, I know. Turn on you. So, what do your travels hold in store, Kelly?
Well, right now we're just hanging around this area of Texas and going to see the state parks and some of the local attractions and just kind of getting out there and seeing places and hope to bring you guys along with us. Well,
cool. The website is Extraordinary Journey, the YouTube channel Extraordinary Journey, and I don't know how many videos you got up there now, but I think I played your playlist the other night and let it track there for a while. So do what you can for them, folks. Go over there and check them out. Extraordinary Journey. Kelly, and you said your wife's name's Regina?
Yes. Yeah.
Regina. And the kids?
And Bud and Abby.
And today or yesterday was Bud's 8th birthday?
Today. He turned 8
today.
Nice.
Happy birthday, Bud.
I was going to say, Kelly, if you get near East Texas, you come down here, we'll take y'all out to eat.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah, you're right there.
Appreciate that.
You're right there in Art of RVing and Tunstead country.
Yeah. That's
right.
So you come down here, man. We'll have a good time.
Absolutely.
Sounds
good. Okay. Nice.
Look, folks, I want to thank y'all. I want to thank everybody that has hung around this long. We finally got an hour in, which should have been a half hour ago, but we finally got an hour in, and I'll stay on as long as there's folks chatting and having a good time. And again, if you'd like to come into the stream, there's a link there in the stream, and look, it's just have fun and shoot the breeze.
Shoot the breeze.
All right, let's have a joke. Let's have a joke, Mark.
Oh, well, you know what they tie ropes with in space? Astronauts. Did you hear about the two spiders that got married? They met on the World Wide Web.
Ooh.
What?
Kelly, have you got any real jokes, Kelly?
Oh, no, I only have dad jokes. My daughter.
Well, give me a dad. Give us a dad joke.
A dad joke. It's okay. So, what do you get if you have a line of hares walking backwards?
A line of hares walking backwards.
Or a line of rabbits walking backwards.
A line of rabbit.
A receding hairline.
That's right, Barbara.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's a dad joke, guys.
What do you get if you blow a hairdryer down a rabbit hole?
I don't know.
All right, Miss Barbara.
Hot cross bunnies.
Hot cross bunnies.
Nice. Awesome. Why shouldn't you go to an expensive wig shop? It's too it's too much of a price to pay.
Oh no.
Oh, Lord goodness. What have we?
Oh my gosh. Yesterday at 8 o'clock, it was very time consuming.
Oh my gosh.
What?
No, go ahead. Go
What?
ahead. No. I have a morning jock on our country station. It's a morning two-person morning show, and he is all about dead jokes. And I didn't realize there were so many. I figured you'd be telling me a bunch I've already heard. I have not heard these.
Right.
So
That's
Let's try to
because they
stay
aren't any
relevant.
good.
There.
that's what, Miss Barbara?
They aren't any good.
Burn. What happened? Are y'all arguing before you got on your live stream?
Actually, no. She just she's
just
been
got
gone
back.
all day, and I started the I joined Nomadic Hippie Rick, and then I was on with Blue Wave Bob in the chat room, and was getting ready to totally blow my live stream again. And she walks in right at 8 o'clock Central, which is 9 o'clock over there on the East Coast, and just walked right in, put the headphones on, and sat down. So we haven't even seen each other all day. I got no reason to be cross with her, but are we cool?
We're cool.
Dude, keep burning him, Barbara. Keep burning him. I want to see some more.
We're cool.
It's
We're cool.
funny.
You know, my problem is all my jokes take way too long. What was that, Regina?
She said she's making up for lost time.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
just
wait a
didn't
minute.
realize there was as many people like him streaming. I mean, you got
Oh,
You
she
too?
didn't. She thought I was the only
Oh my
one.
gosh.
Her
Somebody
and Carrie
did-
need to get together. Her and Regina need to get together. Her
Yeah,
and
I was-
Debbie from Blue Wave Odyssey need to
I
get
was
together.
just
Her and
looking at
Jessica
that.
need to get together.
we will.
Yeah. Somebody just messaged Carrie. Did you see that comment?
What was it?
It said that they should get together. It said, Carrie Bailey, we are such proud wives, aren't we? RV Kids TV.
Y'all may not like that very much. If we all get together.
You know, there's a scene.
Oh, but we'll have a blast.
That's
Yeah.
I
And it'll be a
don't
lot
doubt that
quieter for
whatsoever.
us.
And we will
Ooh.
too. And
What?
we will too. That's right. You know, there's a scene. There's a scene in Parenthood where Steve Martin his character is standing there, and along, you know, he's talking to somebody, and their children are perfect, you know, and he's talking to them, and he's talking about how our children are perfect, and of course Steve Martin's got them running all over the place, and halfway through the conversation, one of his youngest ones comes flying through the conversation, just runs right between them with a bucket on his head, smacks into the wall and falls down, jumps up and runs off. And they just look at Steve Martin and they say, "You must be so proud." That's the way she is about me. "Oh, you must be so proud."
Y'all are a good pair.
Yeah, we
Y'all are-
definitely are.
You're a good
If there was
pair.
ever yin and yang, that's it right there.
Never had an argument.
Well, we don't fight because I'm always right.
And I know she is. So
Just keep saying that. Just
That
keep saying
has
whatever.
been the,
Yeah.
you know, people say, what is the key to your longevity?
Right.
Two things played a big part in our longevity. We were both in the Navy, and when she was at sea, I was at home taking care of the kids. And when I was at sea, she was at home taking care of the kids. So for about 10 years there, we never saw each other. We couldn't get on each other's nerves because we weren't around. And then when we were, I'd already aged, and I had learned that I ain't never right. She's right. That's fine. Now, if I say that's fine, honey, and I go ahead and do it, and I run out yonder behind the barn and I do myself a bit of cussing because I knew I was right, I just won't do it in front of her. Because she's right. You're right, baby.
I'm right.
She's right.
Whatever works for y'all.
There you go, Kelly. How long y'all been married, Kelly?
23 years.
23 years. There you go. How about you and Carrie, Mark?
30
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
30 years. Ooh.
I wouldn't have it. I wouldn't. All joking aside, I wouldn't have it any other way. The Lord blessed me with the right person, and you know, I look at my life and realize that, boy, I could have gone down many
Just
other
about
roads.
92.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
We finally
And-
got used to each other about after 7 years.
You finally got used to each other. New Horizons travels with Delaney. Is Travels with Delaney in here? Travels with Travels with Delaney. That is Patrick and Patty. And if you don't know about Travels with Delaney, they are they're the Godfather.
God.
Godfather of the RV YouTube community.
The Godfather.
Sounds like a video in there for you. A video
Ooh.
for you, Mark.
Hmm.
Yeah. But
Interesting.
no, they are incredible. They're school teachers, and they're not full-time RVers. They're like me and Miss Barbara. They're anytime RVers. When they get the time, they take it and they spend it in their RV. And they're incredible, and they're giving.
Yes.
And I know they get tired of just everybody talking about them in that fashion, so I'm just going to quit. I'm just going to say they're great people. They're good people.
Yeah, stop it.
And our last video, we actually snuck in their living room and did our opening from their living room. They didn't know it. They had a nice fire going in the cabin. They got a nice, beautiful home. If you watch their videos, you get a chance to see it.
Yeah.
But Russ and Carrie are going to be down in Tampa. In fact, Camper Life is already there. William is already there. William and Jessica, they rolled in, I think today, or they've been there. But he was telling me that they went by MacDill Air Force Base on their way to their campsite, 1,000 Trails Resort down there, and that's where Blue Wave Bob will also be. They'll meet up with them on Monday. And Russ and Carrie will be en route, if they're not already, down in the Tampa area. And they're from the Roads We Roam. And then this nomadic idea, I have no idea when Scott and Adriana are going to show up down there. But that's going to be the big Phoenix USA RV sponsored potluck. It'll be a potluck and live stream, Tampa RV show. And it's coming up Friday night. Friday night. Yeah, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. The live stream is from 8 to 9. It'll be a panel of all four of them. And Russ will be without Carrie. So he'll be off the chain.
Booyah, Basil.
He won't have her to restrain
Booyah.
him.
Booyah,
We loved your opening at RV Underway. Yes, our last video we did, like I said, the opening from Patrick and Patty's living room. We were in where was it? It was the
Pilot House.
Pilot House restaurant at the Bagby State Park on the Georgia side of Lake Eufaula State Park over there. It's a day use park, no camping there, but they have a very, very nice lodge, and they also have cabins. But they have a very nice restaurant. We were in that restaurant in a beautiful fireplace. They had a fire going, and the sun was going down. It was beautiful out across the lake, looking out to the west. And we just filmed a little opening there. And when I got back and I was editing, I was thinking, this looks just like their living room, because I've seen a couple of scenes from inside their beautiful home. So anyway, give them a look if you don't know them already. I'm sure most everybody here already knows the Godfather of the YouTube community.
Very good.
That's
I have
right.
to say something. I have to say something about Travels with Delaney. Man, we're new kids on the block, and ever since we were 0, they would always comment back to me. They would always comment back to me, and I respected that so much from them.
And that is sometimes harder than the actual video and editing.
Yes.
Is to be sincere about your responses in the comments, because everybody could just jump on there and go, hey, thanks, appreciate that, bye. Hey, thanks, that was great, bye. That was wonderful, appreciate you saying it, bye. But you have got to take stock in, and not only your own reply to comments, but you have to get out there and support the other folks by watching their videos, being sincere about it, and then giving a comment that is related. It's a relatable comment. It's not just, hey, that was great, we liked it, bye. you know,
I agree.
you got to comment to
Yeah.
let folks know that you watched it. And that's also important not only to the content creator, your buddy over there who's making those videos and trying to do entertaining and informative stuff, but it's also kind of important to the algorithm that is kind of watching over your
Ooh.
shoulder all the time. So
Algorithm. The algorithm.
the
algorithm. The algorithm.
Big Brother is watching.
Oh.
How
You
many
know-
videos? How many videos y'all got out now, Kelly?
Let's see, about what, 17 or 18? I think 17 or 18, something like that.
Well, I'm impressed. That's
So-
that's all the videos we have out, and we've been doing it for over a year now. So we
Thank
just,
Kelly.
it
And
just
the-
takes.
And with your responsibilities, Kelly, and your responsibility, I mean, man, that's just impressive to me. You know,
We have no life.
I mean,
No.
unbelievable. What you
Regina
say?
said we have no life.
Does your wife help you with your videos?
Yeah, she's really good at coming up with making sure I get the right songs, and then also with being like, hey, why don't we get rid of that? And hey, this would look better over here. So she helps a lot.
That's
Awesome.
good.
Who
That's
films
good.
them?
Most of the time I do, just because one of us has to be making sure the kids are safe.
Sure. And
So-
who edits them?
I do.
Yeah. Let me ask. Can I ask both of y'all a question?
Sure.
Okay. So, is there ever any tension between you two about your channel, about the filming, about the logistics?
Oh my
About
gosh.
the writing? I'm just asking.
He
I'm
is a
just-
horrible director.
Wait, he's talking.
Every
Hold
word.
on. Excuse me.
If I say
I'm sorry. I just turned her mic off. Barbara, Miss Barbara. He was talking to Kelly and Regina, not us. So
I'm
don't
just
even.
asking.
You about to start something, Hot Rod?
What? I'm just asking a question. That's all. Just asking.
Hey, let's change the subject. It's always important to remember that we all started at the same place as a channel at naught.
Look, Mark,
Zero.
if I didn't stop Kelly, y'all would be calling him Bob Barker.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
But anyway, a very good comment there from Travels with Delaney, Patrick, and Patty. Yes, that's
You
right.
keep
We
trying
all
to change
started
the
at
subject.
zero. I'm trying to get off
Maybe
that
turned
subject.
him into a
just as hard as-
perfectionist.
Regina, I'm trying to
Yes.
get off that
Oh,
subject,
Kelly.
my dear. We're
What's
trying
happening?
to. We're trying,
Ooh,
and Bob and Blue Wave Bob says, "Bada bing." That's right.
Bada bing.
Bada bing.
See, and I can't turn off her mic.
Nor would you want to.
No.
Correct.
No,
Correct.
no, not at all.
Just checking. Okay, Carrie's calling me. I'm out of here, brother.
All right, hey, it's been a blast, Mark. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate you staying as long as you did, and
Yes.
I appreciate everybody that hung in there.
Yeah,
while
thank
we
you
were
so much.
experiencing technical difficulty. But
And one word to you, Kelly. There's few men that would take that responsibility, dude. And my heart and my respect go all the way to you, brother.
amen.
I mean, dude, what? I mean, So anyway, yeah, I'm out of here.
Thank you, Mark.
All right.
Look forward to that video
All right, Mark.
premiere 7:30 on the 17th.
So get ready, man. I'm unleashing. It's disturbing to my family, so get ready. You're going to understand. There's
it's
someone
worse.
in there. I'll
It's,
give
it's
you.
worse. It's worse than an abandoned RV full of dog trophies and Band-Aids.
I won't give you a spoiler alert, but you know the Miss Ruby I've been referring to.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna get a really good look at Miss Ruby in
Oh, goodness
there.
gracious alive.
And so
Good night,
that's
Mark.
all.
Good night, Mark. Good
Okay,
night, Mark.
goodbye. Appreciate you. Bye, Kelly.
Good night, Mark.
Thank you. Thank
See
you
you,
for being.
brother.
I don't want you to say too much. Thank you for being here.
No.
I can't wait to see it.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
y'all check him out. It's the Art of RVing, Mark and Carrie over there, and
Yeah.
they hang out in Texas and on YouTube as well.
Yep.
Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.
All right. All right, Kelly. Just like he said, man, it takes a special family, and God bless you folks for what you do, and we just we pray for you. We certainly do.
Thank you. Appreciate that. We just do it every day. I mean, it's day by day. So it's what God led us to do. And
There you go.
We don't have any way to say no.
And you don't argue with that. You do not
No.
argue with that. That's right. When it comes down, you do it. What it said, my son here says Ricky is a hoarding perfectionist. It's absolutely true, but it's horrifying to see it actually written out like that. I'm a perfectionist and I'm a hoarder at the same time. Good gracious, it's true. And here we are trying to downsize. Me and Miss Barbara, we made a New Year's resolution last year, 2019. Right out here behind us is a 2-story house. We're actually parked out in the front yard because we had that line of storms come through tonight, and I wanted to get the RV out from under the trees and stuff just in case. And so right out here behind us, in front of the RV actually, is a 2-story, 5,000 square feet home. And it is absolutely full, and 2 sheds are absolutely full back on the property. There's 7 acres out here. And so 2019, we said, okay, downsizing time. Time to get rid of everything, call the family in, get all the boys in. What do you want? Whatever you don't want, it's time to get rid of it. And we didn't do it. And here we are in 2020 making the same resolution. Dog it, we got to do it this year.
Oh.
We going to do it?
Got to do it.
Say it, Miss Barbara. We going to do it.
We're going to do it.
All right, we're
I
gonna
mean,
do
if
it.
we just shut the doors and walk away, that's good enough by me.
We can't do that. We can't do that because ain't nobody going to come in and buy the property with all that junk in there. So, I mean, we might leave all the speakers and the big TVs and all that stuff that were, kind of custom built into the man cave and everything. But little things, you got to go through it. You just got to go through it. And I know a lot of folks have been there before, but we never have.
Now,
So did Bud have a good birthday?
he did. He did have a good birthday. He got triple chocolate cake with chocolate icing
Ooh.
and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ice cream.
Oh my gosh. Bouncing off the walls?
Oh, yeah. And then we sent him to bed.
Okay, we just hyped you up and jacked up your system. Now lay down and go to sleep.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Mixed signals we send our children. Let's see. I just saw a comment about the downsizing, didn't I? It said right here, no, it wasn't a downsizing. It was Izzy. She said, I need to get motivated to make my pre-birthday video. Watching everyone helps at Captain Jack. Okay, we look forward to that, Izzy. Certainly do. And let's see what else we got in here. We got rid of almost all of our crap in 2019. eBay, Goodwill, recycle, and trash.
Amen. That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
If you can't sell it, I'll get rid of it.
Well, we go in and, like I said, you offer it to family first. Boys, our boys are all grown. We have 3 of them. And anything in here that's that you want, take it. And what you don't want, I didn't do anything to knock Kelly off there. He just disappeared. I don't know if he done it on his own or he lost bandwidth or what. But still 33 folks in here, and we've been going at it for almost an hour and a half. So we're going to do this for about 10 more minutes. If there's any questions you have for me and Miss Barbara, those of you that are still in the room, if you've not already clicked that thumbs up, I encourage you to do so. And also, if you have any questions for us, feel free to ask us. RV Underway, sorry, it just shut me down. That was Kelly over there. Well, you're welcome to jump back in. I'll put the link back down here. Anybody else that's also out there that would like to just pop in for a couple of minutes, and we'll visit with you, and we'll all ease on out of here in about, call it about 10 minutes from right now. My son says, I'd like the sound system, but my wife won't let me. Well, that's one of my sons there, James Carter. He's in the chat. He says he'd like the sound system, but his wife won't let him. Well, there's 2 or 3 sound systems in that house. So come on over and get one of them. Slow momentum, James Carter. We are connected. There you go. That's how you hook up. Just a request, but please visit Izzy. She has awesome content. Thank you so much, Captain Jack Scrapper. And he's saying go over and check out Izzy. And that is Straight Heart Izzy Izalix. Are you seeing that? Can you pronounce that?
The print's too small.
Izalix, Straight Heart
Izzy works for me.
Izzy works. Oh, thank you, Captain. All right. So go check her out. Are you going to follow through on your New Year's resolution this year?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We are, Bob. We got to. You know, even though I've taken on extra responsibilities at work, and I thought I was going to kind of go into semi-retirement this year and just start doing contract work, it looks like we're going to be situated in this area at least for another year or two. But as I was telling you earlier today, downsize this big house, get off this big plot of land, get closer to town where we work, and kind of pivot from there, you know, so that maybe a smaller apartment or something, or maybe even an RV lot, you know, a long-term RV lot, get in that. So slow momentum, just checked. Friends with everyone. There you go. At least you checked. Travels with Delaney. Patrick wants Patty wants a set of headphones with mic like you guys have. RV underway. Do I dare ask what that mic set me back? Will set you back, or set me back. These are the Audio Technicas. And they run about $190 a pop, the headphones. And then, of course, you have to have a mixer, a small mixer. It doesn't require anything special, but you have to have a mixer. And plus, with mixing, you got some sound shaping, so you can, make it sound horrible like this, or you can go ahead and shape the sound and bring it back up in a mixer. And then you have to have a card for your computer that is a pro level card, basically a balanced audio card, so you can put balanced inputs in there to keep your noise down. I didn't know how it would sound on live stream or how it would work, but it appears to be working fairly well, so we're going to stick with it. And I have spent years and years and years in radio, and this is just the gear we use in radio, so that's really where it comes from. But I'm a sound guy, so the last thing I could do is keep fiddling with that little piezo microphone up there on that at PTZ Optics webcam. So that was driving me crazy when I would listen back to the audio. It just was awful. I'm sorry. I was reading Blue Wave's comment here. Bob says they're going to try to cut back too this year and downsize. RV Kids TV, you have a radio voice. Well, I certainly hope so, because I've got the perfect face for radio too. So, yeah. Yet she married me anyway. Was I handsome at one time?
Oh yeah, you were a cute little one. You still are good looking to me.
There's somebody for everyone.
Somebody for everybody.
There's a pot, lid for every pot, as they say. What was your radio name? Holy cow. There you go. You have opened a can of worms. Let me turn Miss Barbara's microphone up here, because we got to tell this story. The question was asked by Avenger RV Adventure. What was your radio name? Well, I have been in radio since I was 14 years old. Took some time off for about 10 years to join the Navy and do naval communications, satellite work, and stuff like that. But always kept gyrating back to radio. So the question is asked, what is your radio name? Well, let me tell you a quick what a radio name or your jock name or your air name. People have air names. Well, back in the day, people would have air names. So
Like
because,
Noah.
well, radio, like Noah,
I'm sorry.
he had a station on the Ark.
I
Anyway, back in the day when radio was king, if you were a big-time disc jockey, everybody listened to you. I'm talking thousands and thousands, maybe even millions if you were on a network. Well, you had an air name. It wasn't your real name. It's like if you have an acting name, your acting name. Therefore, you could go out in public and communicate and order a cup of coffee and sign a check and everything without everybody just pestering the snot out of you. Well, of course, I didn't start in those days in radio. I may look it, but I didn't start that early. I started back in about 73, 74, and many of you are out there going, oh, God, that's anxious. I mean, ancient, anxious. Yeah, it's anxious, too. Anyway, we use radio names because some people use it for that purpose. They think that they're saving themselves a lot of heartache in public. I always came up with a radio name that was easy to say because you're saying it all day long. My radio name was always preferably 2 syllables and something that was simply rolled off the tongue very easy because you got to admit that Ricky Carter, to say it properly, Ricky Carter, it's too hard to say, and you're not really saying Carter, you're saying Carter with a D. Anyway, Ricky had too many hard syllables in it. So my very first air name was Rick Carson, because it was just Rick Carson. Easy to say, and it was close to my real name, Rick Carson. All right. Then I start working with different jocks at different stations, and when I'd move from job to job, I would take their names and put them together to make my own names. I work with a gentleman. His real name was about this long, so he shortened his name to Matt Bishop. And then I work with a guy named Charlie Scott. Easy to say, Charlie Scott. And so my next air name was Charlie Bishop because I'd just married the two together. We were down in Key West, Florida. I worked on 2 radio stations at the same time, a country station, which was a big FM station down there, 100,000 watts, and the old-timer WKWF, the voice of Key West, Florida, which was Al Ham's Music of Your Life. It was Doris Day. It was Artie Shaw, Benny Goodman. It was Tony Bennett, Frank Sinatra. It was Patti Page. It was, it was the music of your life. On that station, that's the station where I was Charlie Bishop. On the country station, I took 2 names from 2 of my buddies who were military friends. And Miss Barbara, go ahead and tell the story.
I was pregnant with our second child, and we had picked out his name, and his name was going to be John Randall Carter. And they're, again, 2 Navy buddies, and I just thought John Randall sounded really good. Well, he goes off to work at the radio station, and the very first thing he does is gets on air. This is John Randall. He stole my baby's name before my baby was born.
It sounded too good.
He stole my baby's name.
John Randall. I don't think I was doing it on purpose. It was subliminal or something, or I don't know. The point is, I don't think I was thinking. I did a lot of not thinking back then in early days of our marriage. I didn't think a lot. Yeah, I used John Randall. And so James, who's in the chat right now, it's James Carter. His name is J.W., James Walker Carter, because he didn't get to be a John Randall Carter. which is what you were going to name him.
Yep.
John Randall Carter. So John Randall was on the country station, and Charlie Bishop was on the Music of Your Life, KWF in Key West, Florida. And then it just, those are some of the radio names. Here in the most recent names I've had here on the country station here in town, I just go by Brother Ricky Carter. I've been Brother Ricky Carter for 15 years in this market. And Miss Barbara, I've always called her Miss Barbara, but Miss Barbara was on the air with me for about 8 of those years as we did a classic country Saturday night and took calls. She would always field all the calls and take all the names and requests, and we'd do an old-time request show, and we did that for quite a few years, and that was Brother Ricky Carter. It was just finally moved back to it. But Sonny Cooper, which was another jumbling of names from Key West, Florida. When I got up here, they had a 60s, 70s, and 80s classic hits station. And, hey, I'll see you down there, JW. Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
That's John Randall right there, folks.
Let me get to some better light real quick.
Wow, you got a light all right.
Yeah. So I was going to be John Randall, right?
Yeah, you were going to be a John Randall.
Oh, gee, thanks for that.
Well,
Stole my name.
Do you think you'd like John Randall? I could have named you Charlie. Could have named you Charlie Bishop.
I would have liked any of them.
Or that guy who does the traffic reports in Montgomery, Rusty Bumper.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have been a Rusty Bumper.
Could have been. But you
Blue
didn't.
Wave Odyssey. Blue Wave Odyssey says a radio face.
Which one, me or him?
We both have radio faces, son. Just get used to it.
Hmm.
That's right.
That's probably why my wife married me, too.
Blue Wave Odyssey Bob says, hi, John Randall.
Hey?
Larry Grimm, brother sounds like a preacher. Sounds like a preacher.
So what should we
looking
do?
Looking forward to meeting you in Tampa, RV Underway. That's Justin and Christina's RV Van Life. Those are YouTube chat moderator extraordinaires. They are actual, if there are experts in moderating, they are experts in moderating. And, you know, I've never assigned a moderator. My next YouTube video, if it ever happens, I'll assign a YouTube moderator. How about that? What you got there, son? Don't tell me you got a dead joke.
I got a couple of them.
Hey, Thin Blue Lane, thank you so much for being here. If you folks haven't checked out their channel, go do it. Thin Blue Lane, please go check them out on YouTube. Okay, go ahead, son.
Why can't the bike stand on its own?
Why can't the bike stand on its own? I don't know. Why not?
It's too tired.
Yes, it is.
I think it's time for me to go to bed.
All right, folks, it is 10 o'clock, and Dub, I thank you for being here. We call him Dub, by the way, JW, James Walker. Dub, I thank you for being here with us tonight. And
talking about radio names,
sure.
If I was on an urban station, it'd be last name Guy, first name Dwight.
Yes, you would. Dwight Guy. That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But Dub Stomp, he's also Dub Stomp. He works at the radio station with me, and his mother took him down to Orlando for the Citrus Bowl. Alabama and Michigan were playing.
Roll Tide.
Guess who couldn't make the trip because Knothead here got to go. I didn't get to go because you were going to run the ball game. Isn't that right?
Yep.
All right. Look at here,
your wife
folks.
to thank.
That's
Give your
right,
wife to thanks for that.
I do. Folks, I want to thank y'all very much for being here. And we're going to go ahead and get on out of here because we've kept everybody way too long. But now that we have really figured out the problem we'll have it taken care of.
Make
and
sure
next
you
Saturday night, go ahead, son.
Make sure you log into the right channel next time.
That's right. I'm going to do that. Make sure you pay close attention to the scheduling of Saturday night, next Saturday night, which will be the 18th, because it's actually going to be Blue Wave Odyssey, Bob at 7, and then me at 8 o'clock Central, because Rick at Nomadic Hippie has a special guest who can only be on in the 9 o'clock hour. So we're going to change those hours up a little bit. So pay attention to that next weekend. And maybe I should go first next weekend, Bob, so we won't have that scatterbrained transition between. But we'll talk about that. Folks, thank you so much for being here. Miss Barbara, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Until we see you again,
Fair winds and following seas.
Bye, everyone.
Good night.